With our ongoing global crisis and the subsequent isolation, loads of people are discovering or rediscovering veggie gardening. Now, when it comes to setting up a vegetable garden, you need to have the right spot and you also need the right bed. And I reckon the best type of bed is a raised bed. Now, I know I've shown you how to make loads of different raised beds before, but this one is a little different. It's budget friendly, it's fast, it's easy, and you only need basic DIY skills to build it. I've picked a nice sunny yet sheltered spot. The bed will be around 2.4 by 1.2 metres and 20 centimetres deep. You'll need 3 2.4 by 200 by 50 millimetre treated pine sleepers, and make sure they are safe pine, not CCA treated. Then we're using these hammer-in galvanised corner braces and side braces. For a bed this size, you'll need 4 corners and 2 sides. You'll also need 8 100mm construction screws, a pack of galvanised button head screws around 30mm long, and tools. You'll need a power saw or a good handsaw, a reasonably powerful drill driver, a lump hammer, a spirit level, a builder's square, tape measure, a block of wood, I'll explain why later, some soil and mulch, and you're ready to go. Start by measuring one sleeper to find centre, in our case 1200mm or 1.2 metres. Mark it, clamp it down, and then saw in half. Roughly lay out your cut sections and the full sleepers. Now pull one corner together so the sections are level and screw in a construction screw top and bottom. Position a corner brace and hammer in using the block on top. Using the block stops damage to the galvanising. You want your bracket to sit about halfway down the face. Put a button screw through each side. You do want to have some movement at this stage, so don't add all the screws. Add the other long side and screw together to make sure you position it correctly. The corner braces have one longer edge and this needs to span the join between the panels. So in our case, each board butts up to the inside of the last to allow that spanning. This is repeated all the way around. With some of these braces, you may find that they do have a left hand and a right hand brace. Just make sure you buy 2 pairs and adjust your joint layout to suit. Use your square to check the fixed off corner. Check level, then add the next corner bracket and screw off, working around and repeating this process until the sides are closed. Check your levels and square all round. My bed ended up low in one corner, and rather than trying to dig the whole thing in, I just lifted that corner up by packing it with large drainage gravel. Now put all the corner bracket screws in all around and position the side braces at the middle of the long boards and then screw them off. This will stop the long boards from bowing outwards over time. I want to get rid of the grass just to make sure it doesn't grow back up through the bed, so I'm applying an organically certified fast-acting herbicide. Next day I'm laying a thin layer of mulch over the now dead grass. There's a reason for this and it's probably not what you think. A garden like this, you want the new soil to become an active part of the existing soil, the stuff underneath, as quickly as possible. By adding a little mulch or compost, you are creating a layer to encourage microorganisms and earthworms to come up and start decomposing that material and start blending it all through for you. Once you put this layer in, you can add your garden soil. I needed just over half a cubic metre of soil, so I grabbed a bulk load from our landscape supplier. Once full, use the back of a landscape rake to level off. That's what that flat topside is for. It's okay to walk on the bed a little at this stage, as that will get rid of large air pockets. Now water it all very well. I added a frame for climbers too, just fencing stakes hammered in and screwed to the bed, and then mesh panels wired together. Now mulch well and then water again. I prefer to mulch before planting, as it's easier to make holes through the mulch to plant than to try and mulch around small plants or remember where seeds are. And that's it, done. Less than an hour's work to build a nice sized raised bed that won't break the bank.